What is up, everyone? Here we go. We are going to be talking about integers and subtracting integers by taking away. Last time we were subtracting integers by adding on, and this time we're going to be doing it by taking away. So for example, what we had last time was, let's say, -10, take away 3, and our emphasis was, what was the difference, right? Instead of saying subtraction, what was the difference between the number -10 and 3? And we took a look at this one specifically. What do we need to add on to 3 to get to -10? All right, what do we need to add on to 3 to get to -10? Well, today, what we're doing is we're going to be taking away, and our emphasis now is going to be on the first number. So how about we get to our first point? And it is this. You can subtract by taking away if the number of the negative counters that you need to take away is less than the number of negative counters you have. Blah, 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 blah. What does that mean? All right, let's do an example and we'll walk through this again. For example, ta-da, you see that? I'm prepared. For example, -8 minus -3. Let's look back at this point. You can subtract by taking away if the number of negative counters that you need, right here, is less than the number of negative counters than you have, right here. So I need to take away -3. That is less than this. Let's show you the example using the counters. I have 8 negative counters. I need to take away 3 of these. So if I take them away, it would be these 3 counters that I take away. How many negative counters do I have left? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And our answer would be -5 counters left. Now that's the first point. Let me say that again. If you have enough negative counters to take away, then it's a simple, it's just a simple process of just crossing them out. Now, here's the next point. When you need to subtract either more positive counters or more negative counters than what you have, adding 0 pairs will help you do that. If I had 4 positive counters, 1, 2, 3, 4, I can't take away 5 of them. You see this? I don't have enough because there's only 4 here and I need to take away 5. So the difference between the first point is, and the next point is, I have enough to take away. So I've got 3 that I can take away here, but here I don't have enough. What we're going to do is use 0 pairs. Let's show you this through examples. The question that we had above and earlier was 4 minus 5 is equal to what? We have 4 positive counters. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oops, 4. Let's move these over here. I need to take away 5 positive counters, but I don't have enough. What I'll need to do is add a 0 pair right here. So that 0 pair is obviously 0, but we're going to split it up like this. Now I have 5 counters, positive counters, that I can take away. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's take them away, and what am I left with? I'm left with -1 counter. Can I do that again for you? Oops. That's like the arrow of where it's supposed to go. Okay, let's move this away. Let's start that again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, it's not populating there. There we go. So I've got 4 positive counters and I need to take away 5. If I add a 0 pair, I will then have 5 positive counters. Now let's execute what it says here. If I started with 4 and I need to take away 5, let's now take away 5 counters. And I'm left with 1. So that's the simple way of doing it. Let's make a more complicated 0 pair subtraction. -4 minus -8. Can you press pause right now and try this one by yourself using counters? Remember, add 0 pairs so that you'll have enough for you to take away. Press pause now. Okay, let's try this out. We have 4, oops, sorry. Those are positive counters. Now we have 4 negative counters. I need to take away 8 negative counters, but I obviously don't have enough because I have 4. So what do we need to do? You guessed it, add some 0 pairs. So I've got 1 0 pair, 2 0 pairs, 3, and 4. Mr. Neganar, why'd you add 4 0 counters? Because we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We need to take away 8 of the negative counters. That's why I added 4 more. And when we start zeroing them out, or unzeroing them, I should say, you'll see that we'll have enough. Aha! Here's the question. Once again, we had -4 and I need to take away -8. So I will start deleting these right here. I need to take away 8 negative counters. And what are we left with? We are left with +4. See how that works? So we are subtracting by taking away. So we're going to start with the 4 right here. And we need to take away -8. And when we don't have those counters, we need to add the 0 pairs. Let's do one last example. And this is a little bit more tricky. I want to see if you're able to do it. Let's do 8 minus -3. What does that equal? Press pause now and try that out with counters. All right. So when you're subtracting, by taking away, you take a look at what you have and what you need to take away. I have +8, and this is the tricky one because you don't have 3 negative counters. Aha! Unless you add some 0 pairs. Let's add the 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I don't think that's 8, is it? No, 7. Good thing I double checked. Okay, now we have 8. We need to take away 3 negative counters, but we don't have any negative counters. What should we do? Dun, 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 dun! Add the 0 pairs. 1, 2, and 3 0 pairs. And we now have, once we do this, have 3 negative counters that we can now take away. If we take it away, let's find out our answer. I'm taking away the 3 negative counters that the question was asking for. And now we can count how many positive counters we have left. And we've got 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Or you can see it down below here. The answer is +11. All right. So this is the concept of taking away by, subtracting integers by taking away. I was going to say taking away by taking away, which is also technically correct. So we've now, in the previous lesson, we've subtracted integers by adding on, and that was taking a look at the second number because we wanted to see what we needed to add on to -3 to get to +8. In this lesson, we focus more on the +8 and what we need to take away to get our difference. That's the difference between the two. If you would like to watch this video again and you didn't understand it, I highly recommend it. If you have any other questions, ask me in class. Happy mathing, everyone.